No, of course you don't. If you do, I feel sorry for you. Look, I wouldn't consider myself to be a Disney adult who freaks out every time they announce a movie or complains that the parks are a little too busy, but I am still a fan of Disney. Okay, maybe not a lot of their more recent works, but it's clear that they're doing something right. Everyone knows Disney, and whether you like the company or not, it's clear that Disney plays a major role in our entertainment. Now, Disney's mainly known for their movies, but there's also tons of Disney licensed games. And Rush is one of them. Now, I haven't heard about this game in years. The only reason I remember it was because it's on the Xbox Game Pass and unlocked a memory I thought I repressed deep within me, but clearly not deep enough. Chances are you might have heard about this game, but when I asked my friends, rarely any of them had any idea what I was talking about. I played this when it came out with a friend of mine on the Kinect, and yeah, it stunk. Mainly because it was the Kinect. But I wanted to give this game a second chance. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember. I mean, the controls are bound to be better now that I'm using a keyboard and mouse, and when we played it, we only played 1 or 2 levels. Surely it's not that bad. Place your bets now. Was Disney Rush bad or not? Leave your answers in the comments below. You don't have to guess. This game has a lot of problems. So you start the game off by making a weird rip-off Pixar version of yourself. Now Disney could just steal your face for their movies, but why not just give it to them instead? And no, it'll never look like you, but like, okay. So you know on the Wii how they don't really look like you, but if you squint, they do? Okay, here, every kid is going to look exactly the same. You're given so few choices that do nothing, but don't worry because once you make your character, you won't actually be playing as them. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The main story here is that you're exploring Pixar Park, which is the weirdest Disneyland I've ever seen. There's a total of 5 worlds in the original version and 6 on the computer, my version. You get to explore Cars, Up, Toy Story, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, and only on the updated version, Finding Dory. Not really sure why that's a selling point, but sure. To enter each world, you walk up to a small pad and start talking with a kid who always acts a little bit too overconfident.
Hey, I'm Tommy. You like Toy Story? Well, let me tell you, if you do, you're gonna love this place. Let's play some Toy Story Pretend. I'm always Sheriff Woody.
Each level is a small part of an overall story based on the original movie. This is a good idea in concept, but the way that it's executed... Okay, take Cars for instance. The first level makes you follow Mater along a track to show Lightning McQueen that you're good enough to join his racing team. And at the end, he agrees to let you on, until Holly, the car from the Bad Cars movie, shows up and decides that you're a good racer, but you'd be an even better spy. What? So now you're in Tokyo trying to disarm a bomb, and then you go to Italy to get rid of the rest of the bombs, and then you're done with the Cars world. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, but this is a children's game, Jared. It's fine if the story isn't that good. It's not that. The story itself, in any of these worlds, doesn't feel finished or really thought out beyond, oh, well, this was a location in the movie, so let's make it a level. And in movie games that focus on one movie, this can work. But doing 5 to 6 movies in one package, I don't know, either have less movies or figure out a better story. And as I mentioned before, you don't really play as yourself in these worlds. No, instead you play as a different version of yourself, like a car or a rat or a wilderness explorer. Honestly, this one's kind of the safest bet. I mean, it's just you, but with a hat and backpack. Honestly, and this is one of the few things I can say positively about this game, this was a good idea. Given that I'm just a kid in a blank shirt, it really wouldn't look right if I was just shrunk down to the size of a toy. The models themselves are also well done, considering the time. On the outside, the game itself doesn't look bad and it has a good premise. The only thing that's really dragging this game down for me is the levels. The only real world here that gets a pass is the Cars world. You're a car, so all of the levels here are focused on getting from point A to point B as quickly as possible. Fine, I get it, car go fast, vroom vroom, beep beep, all that. What about The Incredibles, though? Those films were good. I like those films. You run from point A to point B as fast as you can. Okay, well that makes sense, though. I mean, you're trying to stop a bad guy from doing bad guy things. Oh, but wait, the Up movie! I completely forgot about that world. Oh, man, okay. So the first level starts off with a house running away from you, and it is just trying to get from point A to point B as fast as you can, just with extra steps, and they decide to make it a puzzle. Look, this game isn't awful by all means, but it is surprising to see just how quickly this game was made. It felt rushed. Rushed? You get rushed? You get it, because, yeah. I came across a couple of glitches that I wasn't expecting, like Woody just not understanding the slide and this kid who refused to take off his goggles to talk. I really feel like this game had potential, and it's likely that the game was made with the Kinect in mind, so they had to make the levels a little shorter for the players so they wouldn't get tired and keep the objectives simpler. But as a game for other systems, this quickly goes away. Okay, I think I got most of my issues with this game out of the way, so let's take a look at some of the positives here. First, the music is great. Each soundtrack is designed with the movie and overall world in mind. Even in the hub world and opening screen, the music is so full of life and it's just cheerful. The worlds themselves are also really well designed. Looking at each level, it's clear what parts of the movie were taken for inspiration. At the end of the day, Disney Rush is a fine enough game as it is. Does it hold up today? Not really, but if you're looking for a simple game to just shut your brain off, this is it. Since then, Disney's gotten a lot better at making games, and it's clear that they were just trying something new. It may not have worked fully on every platform, but it did prove that Disney was still being adventurous in the gaming world. Now, that's just what I thought about Disney Rush, but what about you? Have you ever played this game before? Let me know in the comments. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video, and remember to chase the chaos.